Today, we're stepping inside homes of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, a time when houses were filled with quirky, practical, and sometimes downright strange features. Many of these items were once staples of everyday life, yet over time, they quietly disappeared. Some vanished for safety reasons, others went out of style, and a few just became obsolete as technology advanced. From kitchens to living rooms, these forgotten home features tell a story of life back then. And today, you might be shocked at how different things were. Many homes had entertainment consoles that combined radios, speakers, and vinyl record players, a central hub for music before streaming existed. Families would gather around these wood-paneled beauties, listening to everything from jazz to early rock and roll. By the 80s, compact stereos and cassette players replaced them, leaving these consoles as a nostalgic centerpiece in old living rooms. Remember having to adjust a rabbit ear's antenna to catch your favorite Saturday morning cartoons? Some TVs even had built-in retractable antennas, allowing better reception without clunky metal rods. Once cable and satellite TV became widespread, these features became obsolete, but for kids in the 60s and 70s, it was part of the magic of watching TV. Open floor plans weren't as common back then, but glass-paneled room dividers were a stylish compromise. They separated spaces while letting light flow through, creating an airy, elegant atmosphere. Today, these dividers are rare, replaced by full walls or modern open-concept designs, but they remain an iconic mid-century design touch. Bold, colorful wallpaper borders were everywhere. Kitchens, bathrooms, and even nurseries. They added charm and personality without covering entire walls. While considered kitschy today, back then these borders were a quick, affordable way to keep rooms looking lively and coordinated. Cabinets and doors often featured glass knobs, elegant, shiny, and sometimes intricate. They added a touch of glamour to kitchens, bathrooms, and bedrooms. By the 80s and 90s, plastic and metal became more popular, but glass knobs remain a hallmark of mid-century style, still sought after by collectors and vintage enthusiasts. Before cell phones, some homes had wall-mounted intercom systems connecting rooms. Parents could call children to dinner, or kids could announce themselves without leaving their rooms. These intercoms were convenient but pricey and eventually fell out of favor once cordless phones and pagers became common in the 80s. Yes, some kitchens, especially in the 60s and 70s, had built-in soda fountains. Families could enjoy carbonated drinks at home, complete with syrup dispensers and soda taps. These vanished with the rise of bottled sodas and home refrigeration improvements, leaving only a few collector's pieces in vintage-themed homes. Many fireplaces had hidden chutes that allowed ashes to be swept directly into a basement or outdoor bin. Cleaning the hearth became easier and less messy. Modern central heating removed the need for open fireplaces, and with them, these small yet clever chutes disappeared, leaving older homes with quirky little relics of convenience. Sliding doors were used to save space in separate rooms. They were practical in small apartments or homes with tight layouts, offering privacy without swinging doors. These have largely vanished in standard homes, replaced by swinging doors or open-concept layouts, though they're still found in retro or Japanese-style designs. Ornate plaster ceiling medallions were a common decorative touch, often surrounding chandeliers or ceiling lights. They added elegance and a handcrafted feel to living rooms and dining rooms. By the 80s, simpler designs and modern lighting trends phased them out, leaving medallions as a nostalgic symbol of mid-century luxury. Many homes had pull-down attic ladders, convenient but slightly scary to use. They allowed access to storage without a permanent staircase. Today, attics often have built-in stairs or are left inaccessible, making these retractable ladders a rare sight and a nostalgic memory of mid-century practicality. Before modern refrigerators, ice boxes kept food cold using large blocks of ice. Families would have ice deliveries weekly, carefully placing blocks to keep perishables chilled. By the 50s and 60s, electric refrigerators phased them out, leaving ice boxes as charming relics of domestic history. Many mid-century homes featured floor-to-ceiling windows for natural light and open views. Aluminum frames made them modern and sleek for the time. Later, energy efficiency concerns and changing styles made them less common, though they remain iconic in vintage architecture. Before modern switches became standard, pull-chain lights were everywhere. Bedrooms, kitchens, even bathrooms. A simple tug turned lights on or off, often accompanied by a satisfying click. Today, wall switches and smart lighting replaced them, making pull-chains a nostalgic quirk from the past. Some 60s and 70s kitchens had built-in mixers mounted under cabinets. Housewives and bakers could effortlessly whip dough or batter without pulling out a countertop appliance. Portable mixers eventually made these built-ins obsolete, but the idea reflected how modern kitchens were just beginning to prioritize convenience. Many multi-story homes had dumbwaiters, small elevators to transport food, laundry, or supplies between floors. They were practical but expensive to maintain. With central kitchens and laundry rooms becoming standard, dumbwaiters disappeared from most homes. Before smartphones, some homes had wall-mounted holders for the phone book, right next to the rotary phone. Essential for looking up numbers quickly, it was a fixture in kitchens and entryways. Once digital contact lists arrived, these holders faded into memory. Mail slots in front doors were standard, letting the postman deliver letters directly into the home. No need for external mailboxes. Modern postal standards, package delivery, and security concerns caused these features to vanish, though they remain a nostalgic icon of 50s and 60s homes. Wall-to-wall carpeting was luxurious in the 60s and 70s, soft, cozy, and colorful. It gave rooms a warm feel and muffled footsteps. Today, hardwood and laminate dominate, making large, plush carpets a relic of mid-century style. Weird but true, some larger homes had internal switchboards to route calls to different rooms. It was high-tech luxury for wealthy families. Cordless phones and modern PBX systems eventually made these switchboards obsolete, a reminder of how communication evolved. Many 60s and 70s homes had sewing cabinets built into walls or counters. Sewing machines could be stored away yet accessed easily. As ready-made clothing became cheap and sewing less common, these cabinets disappeared, but they remain a symbol of domestic creativity from the past. Before modern kitchens, Hoosier cabinets were a must-have. They combined storage, countertop space, and organizational features for baking and cooking. Modern cabinetry replaced them, but Hoosiers are now collector's items, cherished for their charm and functionality. These cozy corner breakfast nooks were perfect for family meals. The built-in benches saved space and created a warm, intimate feel. Today, open dining areas are favored, and these nooks are rarer, a staple memory for families in the 50s to 70s. Some kitchens featured warming drawers to keep food hot between courses or during large family meals. They were practical for entertaining, but modern microwaves and ovens made them less necessary, relegating them to vintage kitchen nostalgia. Before clever storage solutions became common, some kitchens had pull-out pantries built into narrow spaces, ideal for canned goods and spices. While modern pull-out pantry systems exist today, these vintage designs were larger, less flexible, and eventually replaced by modular storage solutions. Also called Murphy beds, pull-down beds were perfect for saving space in guest rooms or small apartments. Kids and adults loved the novelty of folding them up during the day. As room sizes grew and furniture design evolved, these beds became less common, though they're still a nostalgic symbol of clever mid-century living. Some homes had small built-in shelves near phones to hold notepads, pens, or a phone directory. Practical and unassuming, they were a necessity before mobile devices existed. Once cordless phones and tablets arrived, these tiny shelves quietly disappeared. These rotating shelves made hard-to-reach corners accessible, a brilliant solution for small kitchens. Modern cabinetry evolved with pull-out drawers and modular storage, making these corner designs a rare sight in contemporary homes. Families once painted walls or sections with chalkboard paint for notes, schedules, or kids' doodles. They were functional and creative, a staple of mid-century kitchens or playrooms. Today, whiteboards, smartboards, and digital notes replaced them, leaving chalkboard walls as a quirky retro feature. Some homes had wine racks built into kitchen or dining cabinets, a touch of elegance for entertaining. As wine culture changed and storage became more flexible, these built-ins largely vanished, but they remain a symbol of classic mid-century style. Before wall mounts and flat screens, some living rooms had cabinet doors that concealed TVs. Pulling them out revealed your set, then closed to hide it again. These cabinets disappeared with the rise of wall-mounted TVS and modern media centers. Small spice racks affixed to walls or inside cabinet doors were everywhere in the 60s and 70s kitchens. Today, pull-out drawers, prepackaged spice kits, and minimalistic design trends replace them, but they were once an essential organizational feature. Decorative radiator covers turned bulky heating units into elegant furniture pieces. They could double as shelves, benches, or display spaces. Once central heating and forced air systems became standard, these covers faded away, leaving a small but stylish nod to the past in older homes. Bathrooms in the 50s to 70s often featured built-in ceramic soap dishes and toothbrush holders, keeping counters clutter-free. Modern bathrooms favor movable accessories and sleek designs, making these built-ins a charming retro feature. Folding screens or partitions were practical for separating spaces temporarily, ideal for families needing flexible room layouts. They became less common with open-concept designs and permanent walls, but remain a nostalgic symbol of mid-century adaptability. Many homes had gliding porch benches, perfect for summer evenings and quiet conversations. With changing porch trends and outdoor furniture options, these benches became less common, though they still evoke fond memories of relaxing on warm evenings. These multifunction floor lamps combined light and convenience, offering a small table for books, drinks, or decor. Modern design favors separate tables and lamps, leaving these retro hybrids as collector's items for vintage enthusiasts. Before digital communication, mail organizers in kitchens or entryways kept bills, letters, and coupons sorted. As email and smartphones became ubiquitous, these organizers faded into memory, a small but essential part of mid-century homes. Some homes featured built-in liquor cabinets or bars, Perfect for entertaining guests in the 60s and 70s. As drinking habits and home layouts changed, these cabinets became rarer, remembered now as stylish conversation starters. Many homes had ironing boards that folded into walls or cabinets, saving space and keeping laundry tasks discreet. Modern homes replaced them with portable boards, or laundry rooms, making these pop-out boards a clever relic of mid-century convenience. In many homes, pull-down clotheslines in basements or laundry rooms were a staple. Families would stretch them across the basement to hang laundry indoors during cold winters or rainy seasons. Kids would often sneak through the lines pretending it was a secret obstacle course, while moms and dads carefully draped damp sheets and clothes. With modern dryers, energy efficiency concerns, and open laundry layouts, these retractable clotheslines disappeared. Some kitchens had mini built-in freezers designed specifically for ice cream and frozen treats. Families could stock up on tubs of chocolate, vanilla, or rainbow sherbet without taking up the main refrigerator space. Kids would race to see who got the first scoop after dinner, making it the center of many family memories. As refrigerators grew larger and standalone freezers became affordable, these small built-ins slowly vanished. Today, they're a rare sight, remembered as a quirky and joyful part of mid-century kitchens. Full wood paneling was everywhere: dens, living rooms, even bedrooms. It gave homes a warm, cozy vibe and sometimes made them feel like a cabin retreat. Patterns ranged from rustic knots to sleek, modern panels, each telling a story of 60s and 70s design trends. By the 80s and 90s, painted drywall became the standard, leaving wood paneling as a relic of mid-century style. Many homeowners now strip it away or paint over it, but those who grew up with it often remember the distinctive smell and texture as an emblem of home comfort. Houseplants were everywhere, and homes often had built-in pedestals or niche shelves to display them. Ferns, ivy, and small potted flowers were carefully arranged to catch sunlight. Children loved watering them, and plants became a subtle indicator of the homeowner's personality and taste. Modern interior design often favors minimalist potted arrangements or hanging planters, leaving these pedestals as a nostalgic marker of mid-century nature inside the home. Freshly baked bread was a staple, and built-in bread boxes kept it warm and safe from pests. Located conveniently in the kitchen, they often had a simple pull-down or sliding door. Families would gather around for a slice during breakfast, sometimes slathered with homemade jam. As packaged bread became standard and countertops crowded with appliances, these built-ins became obsolete, though they remain a charming symbol of practical and thoughtful kitchen design. Screen doors were essential for letting in summer breezes while keeping insects out. Many had metal kick plates to prevent scuffing from feet or pets. They were functional yet stylish, often painted to match the home's trim. Modern doors prioritize security, durability, and energy efficiency, making these designs rare. But for those who remembered them, nothing quite beats the satisfying click of a screen door opening on a warm evening. Homes often had metal or fabric awnings over windows to reduce heat and sun glare. They also added character and charm to the home's exterior. With the rise of air conditioning and energy-efficient windows, awnings became less necessary. Yet for many, they remain a nostalgic hallmark of mid-century summer afternoons spent in shaded comfort. Before the age of portable radios, built-in radio speakers were integrated into walls or kitchens. Families tuned in for music, news, or evening programs, often gathering around to hear the latest hits or important announcements. As wireless technology advanced, these centralized speakers disappeared, leaving a legacy of shared auditory experiences from decades past. These rotating magazine racks were common in living rooms, offering easy access to periodicals, comic books, and catalogs. They were often a centerpiece of casual reading nooks or coffee tables. Today, digital media and minimalist decor have made them rare. They are a nostalgic reminder of slower, quieter moments spent flipping pages on a Sunday afternoon. Before smoking indoors became rare, homes had wall-mounted ashtrays and match holders near entryways or living areas. These functional accessories kept matches handy and surfaces clean. With indoor smoking bans and changing social norms, these features disappeared, leaving only memories, and perhaps a faint scent of nostalgia for those who lived through that era. Ah, the classic popcorn ceiling. That bumpy, textured layer that seemed to cover every home built in the 50s through the 70s. They weren't just a style choice. They were practical. Popcorn ceilings were cheap to install and excellent at hiding imperfections in drywall. They also absorbed sound, which was great in multi-story homes where footsteps and laughter echoed between floors. Many families thought it added a cozy, almost cloud-like atmosphere to the room, but over time, tastes changed. Smooth ceilings became the standard for a clean, modern look. And if your popcorn ceiling was made before 1977, it might have contained asbestos, a serious health hazard that forced homeowners to remove it entirely. Today, seeing one of these ceilings is like spotting a relic from another era. instantly nostalgic and slightly hazardous. Next up, radiators. Before forced air heating became standard, many homes relied on cast iron radiators, often painted white or black, stationed under windows or along walls. These radiators were durable, reliable, and heated entire rooms slowly and evenly. Kids would sometimes sit near them in winter to warm up after playing outside, while parents appreciated the quiet hum compared to noisy modern HVAC systems. But radiators were bulky, hot to touch, and limited furniture placement. They required regular maintenance, and over time, homeowners wanted sleeker heating solutions. Forced air systems and modern baseboard heaters eventually replaced them, leaving these metal giants mostly in older houses or vintage restorations. There's a certain charm to them. Each room had a distinct warm spot, a signature of cozy mid-century homes. It's hard to believe now, but smoking indoors was completely normal in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Many homes featured built-in ashtrays located in walls, countertops, and even end tables. These ashtrays were designed for convenience, a central spot for cigarette ashes in living rooms or dens, and reflected a time when smoking was socially accepted in every corner of daily life. Families would gather in smoky rooms, adults puffing away while kids played nearby, with hardly anyone concerned about the long-term health effects. Imagine reaching into a wall panel to find an ashtray in your favorite childhood spot. It's bizarre by today's standards, yet nostalgic for those who remember it. The rotary phone, a symbol of communication before the digital age. These wall-mounted or desktop phones were everywhere. Unlike modern smartphones, you couldn't just tap a screen. You had to place your finger in the numbered dial, rotate it, release, and repeat for each digit. Smaller towns often had party lines, meaning multiple households shared a single phone line. Privacy was minimal, and gossip traveled fast. Rotary phones taught patience, numbers, and coordination. Kids memorized family numbers by heart, sometimes playing pranks or chatting with neighbors. But by the late 1980s, push-button phones, cordless phones, and eventually mobile devices made rotary dials a thing of the past. Even today, seeing one instantly transports us to a slower, simpler era, a reminder of the tactile, intentional communication that shaped everyday life. These 55 home features are more than just design elements. They tell the story of a time when practicality, style, and technology intersected differently. Some disappeared due to safety, others due to evolving taste, and some simply became obsolete with modern convenience. Which of these features do you wish could make a comeback? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with friends who love retro homes as much as you do.